You made it. Congratulations.
Oh, me.
Hey guys, it's Ash here with WatchMojo, and these are the top 20 dumbest decisions made by anime characters.
Congratulations, Colonel Mustang. You finally hunted down your culprit.
For this list, we'll be looking at the major gaffes made by anime characters that ultimately came back to bite them at some point. This can either be purposefully implemented or just the results of weak storytelling.
Hey Mojoholics! For a chance to win cash prizes, play our live daily trivia challenges every day at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern only at WatchMojo.com/play.
Number 20, breaking up with Hina. Tokyo Revengers. To be fair to Takemichi, he was at least coming at this from a place of good intention. Break up with his girlfriend so she potentially avoids yet another gruesome fate, courtesy of the time loops and at the behest of her father.
娘と別れてくれませんか? あの子の幸せを願いたい.
Of course, when you really think about it, it's a terrible call, given that all this does is create pain and drama between them, with no guarantee that Kisaki won't kill her anyway, just to hit Takemichi, as he's always done through each cycle.
ヒナはもう好きじゃない。
Thankfully, they got back together in the end, but all this accomplished was making Hina the new member of the Beating Takemichi's Ass Club.
ヒナ。
Number 19, not killing the demons. The Promised Neverland. Having a character choose the Paragon route is noble, and can make for exquisite character development. However, when you live in a world where there are hordes of demons that are actively trying to eat you, and have also systematically slaughtered your friends, and essentially control the world, choosing not to fight or be willing to kill, even for the sake of your surviving friends, is ludicrous.
私、鬼を殺したくない。
Especially coming from the likes of Emma, who has proved to go above and beyond to protect her fellow orphans.
開けるよ。
Number 18, Aizen lets Ichigo live. Bleach. For being one of the smartest anime villains of all time, you would have thought that Aizen wouldn't have allowed even a single potential anomaly to ruin his best laid plans. Apparently, this strawberry was the exception to the rule.
私が天に立つ.
Though sure, he states he orchestrated Ichigo's growth in order to fuel his own evolution so he could one day wipe out the Soul King. But did it never occur to him that Ichigo might overtake him at some point? Well, he learned that lesson the hard way, courtesy of the Deus Ex, Final Getsuga Tensho.
さらばだ。Ichigo.
Number 17, infiltrating Helsing. Helsing Ultimate. It's hard to tell if the Valentine brothers are either insanely prideful or just plain old insane, since they figured launching a siege against Helsing HQ by themselves would go well. All the while knowing that Alucard, the ultimate vampire, lives there.
Listen up, maggots! You know how the plan goes. You make the kill, you drink the spill. And if you run into Alucard or the Helsing biatch, don't you quit until they're dead. Dead! Dead!
What's the result?
Oh, me.
Jan gets torn to shreds by the likes of Ceres and Walter, while Luke gets unceremoniously turned into dog food when Alucard decides to show him what a real vampire is like.
I'm a dog. Then you're dog food.
Number 16, Rudius antagonizes Usted. Mushoku Tensei, jobless reincarnation. Rudius may be incredibly talented when it comes to magic, but he downright sucks when it comes to reading the room, at least when it counts. In spite of his allies stating how dangerous someone like Usted is, a man known to all as the Dragon God, aka that one guy you don't want to mess with, Rudius can't help himself and starts prodding.
お前
人神という単語に聞き覚えはあるか？
あります。たまに夢に出てきて。
Even when Usted, clearly aggravated, demands to know if Rudius knows the man god, the little jerk responds without a care in the world. Naturally, they all get their asses handed to them as a result of Usted's rage. Number 15, pissing Jotaro off. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders. It's practically a universal truth. If you mess with Jotaro Kujo in any way, shape, or form, then he's gonna make you regret it.
これからてめえをやるのに1秒もかからねえぜ。
That extends to your basic thugs, sharks, and yes, even ancient vampire stand users who can freeze time. In spite of his best efforts to flatten the bad boy Joestar, literally in some cases, Dio is still unable to fend off the untamed ferocity of Jotaro's adolescent, yet built like a brick shithouse attitude. Leading to him cracking Dio in two with a single punch from Star Platinum.
てめえの敗因はたった一つだぜ。ディオ。たった一つのシンプルな答えだ。てめえは俺を怒らせた。
Number 14, letting Orochimaru go. Naruto. Despite being a pretty solid geezer, the third Hokage still made a litany of mistakes during his tenure. Though his most grievous is undoubtedly letting his former student escape.
オロチマル、貴様これはどういうことだ？あれだけのブービートラップを仕掛けておいたのに、と驚いたのですが。
We understand his hesitance to harm someone he trained from childhood, but when he discovered that Orochimaru had his own torture dungeon and made no secret about his plans to cause countless more deaths, you would think, as the leader and protector of a whole village, he'd be able to, at the very least, incarcerate him.
すべてですよ。すべてだと？
But nope. The snake was given ample opportunity to escape. Number 13, opening the door. Higurashi, when they cry, go. We all want to believe in the good in people, though there has to be a point where basic logic and survival instinct kicks in. Apparently, Kaiji doesn't have that, at least in this timeline. In spite of his friend Reina acting somewhat stir-crazy, he still decides to let her into his house. After all, what's the worst that could happen?
レナか？
ケイチ君のお母さんにお願いされたんだよ。お夕飯を作ってあげてって。
そうなのか？俺は聞いてないけど。
レナ、ケイチ君と一緒に食べようと思ってたくさん作ってきたの。だからここを開けてよ。
Well, to no one's surprise, except Kichi, Reina grabs the nearest sharp object she can find and budges him relentlessly. Remember, locked doors are your friend. Number 12, Envy confesses to killing Hughes. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. This shapeshifter may be famed for his jealousy, but this little stunt proved he might have fitted the role of Pride a lot better.
Congratulations, Colonel Mustang. You finally hunted down your culprit.
After all, you've gotta have some huge kahunas to taunt the Flame Alchemist right to his face about the murder of his bestie.
You should see your face! Oh, you're not gonna believe this, but that was the same look on Hugh's face when I shot him!
Envy must have been suffering short-term memory loss, since he forgot that Mustang was the one who burned Lust to a crisp. So he was already well-versed in taking down homunculi. Still, he blabbers on, ignites the fires of vengeance in Mustang's soul, and for his hubris, gets literally roasted.
Go on and regenerate yourself. You'll suffer 1,000 deaths before I'm done.
That's right. How can I forget? He's the one who incinerated Lust to death!
Number 11, leaving the Gum Gum fruit unattended. One Piece. Shanks really has the devil's luck. Given what we know in regards to just how truly special the Gum Gum fruit is, you'd think that someone as savvy as Shanks wouldn't leave such a powerful item out and about where someone can steal it and eat it at a moment's notice.
やけ食いかルビー。お前何食べてる
Luffy being the one to gobble it up is certainly the best case scenario, but if someone less worthy got their hands on it, we'd be dealing with a very different anime right about now.
今すぐ吐け貴様ら全部
Sloppy oversight, Shanks.
お前が食ったのはゴムゴムの実だゴムゴムの実は悪魔の実とも言われて食えば全身ゴム人間そして一生泳げない体になっちまうんだバッケーラ
Number 10, Kaijis final gamble, Kaiji Ultimate Survivor. Honestly, what were you thinking here, man? You won! You'd beaten a bunch of evil, twisted geezers at their own game, and were about to walk away rich.
カイジさんやったね本当にすごいよまさか勝てるなんてすごいよカイジさん
Sure, you lost your ear in the process, but that's hardly a problem now that you've got all that green. Any sane person would have walked away here, but not our boy Kaiji.
倒せるあの会長離されもう一勝負
Deciding to try and take even more money from the perverse chairman, this gamble ultimately fails. Not only does Kaiji lose all his winnings, he also loses his fingers, courtesy of a guillotine.
つらない
Number 9, Carnegie joins Algeri tree, Tokyo Ghoul Route A. Now I'm not sure about you, but if I ever got kidnapped, held captive and tortured until my hair changed color, the last people I'd hook up with would be the organization responsible for said torture.
僕は青霧に入る
Not only is this crazy decision a direct contradiction from the manga, but it's just so ridiculous. Carnegie throws his lot in with a bunch of murderous creatures who wouldn't even hesitate to slaughter those he loves. Now with a bigger bullseye on his back than ever, it's fair to say that this stands as one of the stupidest things Carnegie has ever done. Right alongside going on a date with Rize.
おいしい金木さん私読書より好きなことがあるの
Number 8, Yuki hooks up with Crazy. Future Diary. In what universe is sleeping with a homicidal stalker a good idea? Even if we ignore the fact that she only recently butchered Aru, just out of a sense of self-preservation, it makes no sense for Yuki to get intimate with Yuno. He's seen what she's capable of, he's obviously aware of how many screws she has loose, and yet he decides the best thing to do would be to get his freak on with her. Naturally, this comes back to haunt him when he inevitably breaks her heart and she decides to come at him with an axe. Ain't that a peach?
どうしたんだよユノ一体何が
せめて今日一日はユッキーと幸せでいたかったのに
Number 7, the Black Knights betray Lelouch. Code Geass Lelouch of the Rebellion R2. We can buy that the rebellion forces may have been a little peeved that their boss Zero didn't tell them he could control minds that was in fact part of the Britannian royal family, but to try and instantly gun him down just because another one of the royals tipped you off? Come on.
日本人を殺せと偽物に決まってるこちらがギアスをかけられた疑いのある人物です
The fact these guys only got to where they are because of Lelouch and his plans seems to be lost on this so-called band of brothers.
勘弁しろゼロ
よくも我々をペテンにかけてくれたな
君のギアスのことは分かっているんだ
Of course, after Lelouch manages to escape, the whole organization is left vulnerable, allowing them to be easily steamrolled afterwards. Great plan.
ルールーシュビブリトニアが命じる世界は我に従え
Number 6. Sarsbaum trusts Slain. Aldenoa 0. We'd love to know what was going through the Count's mind when he made this decision. Well, this Slain kid has shown to be a tad unstable, hates my guts, and even tried peppering me with bullets. I know, I'll adopt him. What's the worst that could happen? Well, as we all know, Slain would do anything and everything for his beloved princess, even if it involves backstabbing his new father figure. Sarsbaum may not have realized just how deadly a thirsty young man really was, but the writing was clearly written on the wall. Number 5. Akira leaves Miki behind. Devilman Crybaby. With the world gone mad ever since the existence of demons was revealed, humans had begun slaughtering each other out of fear. The only one capable of standing up for both shades of evil is our man Akira, aka Devilman, whose only goal left in life is to protect his beloved Miki. So, why did he leave her behind when it was pretty clear just how much things had gone to shit?
俺は亮に会わなければならない。
アキラ君、でも
This decision would prove to be fatal, as upon his return, he discovers Miki has been killed in brutal fashion by a crazed mob. Nope, just can't watch this. Hurry up and nuke the planet, God. Number 4. Auger follows McGillis's plan. Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. We understand that King of Mars sounds like a pretty cool title, but did Auger really think following a snake like McGillis was going to work out well for Tegadan?
ああ、そうだ。君たちは火星の王になる。火星の王。
He failed to mention that his endgame was essentially stealing one giant mecha and hoping everyone would bow down to him as a result.
ギャラルホルンを名乗る身ならば、このモビルスーツがどのような意味を持つかは理解できるだろう。ギャラルホルンにおいて、バエルを操る者こそが唯一絶対の力を持ち。
Surprise, they didn't. And the aftermath didn't only end up costing Auger his beloved comrades, but also got him shot on the side of a street. He had nothing to gain and everything to lose.
だからよ。
Number 3. Griffith gets with the princess. Berserk, Golden Age Arc 2, The Battle for Doldry. This guy had the world in his palm, and he just let it slip away. After discovering that he wasn't considered an equal by his best friend Griffith, Guts decided to leave the Band of the Hawk in order to find a dream of his own.
Goodbye.
Turns out he meant more to Griffith than anybody realized, as the shock prompts the White Hawk to do something rather risque. We get it, he's gonna just get blindly drunk with his friends and slowly work through it all. Nope.
What's the matter? Are you afraid?
He's gonna hook up with the princess and as a result get imprisoned and mess up the happily ever after for everyone involved. Damn it, Griffith.
After all the times I've favored you, this is how you repay me! It's over for you and your hawks, you hear me?
Number 2. Vegeta let Cell achieve his perfect form. Dragon Ball Z. Granted, Goku giving Cell a Senzu bean before the fight with Gohan was unspeakably idiotic.
Okay, it's official! You've completely lost it! Look, Cell's kind of worn out right now. It just wouldn't be fair if Gohan beats him when he isn't at his best, you know?
But it doesn't even come close to the crap that the Saiyan Prince pulled. After some intense training, Vegeta finds himself with the power to kill the ultimate android once and for all. But he doesn't. Wanna know why? Because Cell goads him into letting him achieve his final form just so he could pose a bigger challenge.
So be it. You've managed to arouse my curiosity. Now go and absorb your android.
Of course, Perfect Cell turns out to be a little stronger than the prince had expected, leading to him getting his precious bride and most of his body smashed to pieces. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Light falls for L's taunt. Death Note. You know, for a supposed genius and would-be deity, Light is way too easily wound up.
デスノートなんだよ。このノートを抑えない限り、証拠なんて何も残らないんだ。捕まえるなんて絶対不可能。
While the serial murderer that would come to be known as Kira has managed to think his way out of some pretty tight spots, that's not to say he hasn't made a few rookie mistakes along the way to godhood. After being mocked on live TV, Light busts out the Death Note without hesitation and instantly kills the person he believes to be L.
間抜けすぎるぜ、L。もう少し賢ければ面白くなったかもしれないのに。
Only to find that the whole thing was a setup, and instead tipped the detective off about his general whereabouts, which would lay the groundwork to his eventual demise. The god of the new world, everybody.
やられたな。だがエルという私は実在する。さあ、私を殺してみろ。こいつ。
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.